Hello everyone, today I'm going to walk you through all the weapons in this game I love a lot called Project Power. I am currently top 5 in the world. This game has been out since June and I found this game a couple days ago, so you can tell either I really like this game a lot or, you know, it doesn't really have the reputation it deserves. So the weapon we want to start out with is the fist to show you what's going on exactly. So to figure out what type of game this is, I'm going to go ahead and punch my training dummy here. Now, as you can see, what's happening is, as I land attacks on this dummy, I'm leveling up. And every 5 levels I receive something significant. Like, between those levels I'm getting a health boost. But once I reach level 10, the game practically changes. So the goal is to land attacks on your opponent to level up so you can get all these awesome buffs. I basically have twice the HP I would have had when I first started. And I got a double jump at level 5, and now I have 2 dashes at max level. So now that we've demonstrated that, we're going to look on this body of text right here. Oh, what's that? It's telling us what the fists are capable of. It's the most basic weapon. It's your fist. Rapidly punch. Boop, 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 boop. And it deals extra damage when it dashes. Now that is actually really interesting information. That means this is like a brush down weapon. And the special is to do a swift uppercut, which is really good. Now, one pet peeve I do have about the game is you can't really tell what the cooldown is. You just have to check the gauge and see if it's still pulsing. So this uppercut here has a 2-second cooldown. That's pretty cool. And this is the most basic weapon. And you can see that it has viability on it. Now, when you select weapons, they actually have a leaderboard. So you can actually, grind out weapons you want if you want to be in the leaderboard for that particular weapon. The next weapon you get at 900 power. It's the bat. Now the bat, it's max enemy. It does pretty decent damage. And the special is where it's at. The special launches opponents. Now, what you want to understand is launching is very important in this game. What else is important is actually looking at these descriptions, because you'll see here, hitting enemies with the special makes your attacks deal more damage for a bit. Oh, look at that, my bat's glowing red. I was doing 14 damage, now I'm doing this much, which is a significant change considering how much damage I'm dishing out. Oh, they just finished a round. Those are how much power they got. I'm glad they're knocking each other out. We'll be there eventually. Next, after that, is we get the Link Sword. So we're going to go ahead and go into practice there. It's a classic Roblox weapon, because, all of these weapons are references to things. This is the basic, and this is the special. Now, dash replaced with a damaging lunge that launches enemies forward. So each weapon has its own unique ability to it. Like, that's supposed to be my dash, and it's literally replaced with a damaging lunge. That's pretty cool. That means I could, do something like boop boop. Something like that. That's a pretty good burst option. Yeah, every single weapon is viable. You just play with them to unlock more. And next is the Slate Maul. A lot of these weapons I have not tried. We're going to try them now for the sake of this video. It's a giant maul made out of slate. It's made out of slate. That is awesome. And it's a slate maul. Okay, but just wanted to make sure. Let's see. That's some pretty decent damage. Then jump into the air and smash the ground. Okay, we'll try that again. Alright, that's decent. I would imagine this is how we... I would imagine that's how you start interactions. The longer you fall with your special, the larger your shockwave is when you land. So I guess I want to hit this guy up to level 5 so I can unlock the double jump. And so now we're going to double jump. Okay, that's a sizable difference compared to that. Yeah, it's sizable, but there's no way I'm landing that. But there is a trick. Just dash in the middle of it. So yeah, small things like that you can do. Next is the Dragon Slayer. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most annoying weapon in the game. Whoopsie daisy, I guess we're testing it out in the real actual combat. So what this weapon does is it's a splash, basic splashes. This is how fast it splashes, and this is the special. It knocks people around. Very far. Look at that, I just knocked him into a train. He's probably dead. But yeah, this is probably one of the most annoying weapons in the game. This is what combat looks like. Get a good look at it. So yeah, that's basically the entire game plan. Just splash and use your special a lot. Now, this isn't the type of map where this is really broken, but... Oh, did that just hit him into the trains? It might have. But yeah, there are a lot of maps where you, there are a lot of maps where there's a lot of open space that you can fall into, and Dragon Slayer is really good at capitalizing on that, so we're going to go ahead and die here. And we're gonna go to the rest of the weapons. I did not mean to test that, but we did. This is the reverse sword. What this does is your basic splashes. Now it doesn't have a passive because the special is that right there, and it prevents people from using their specials. So basically, do this, and now they're stuck in a boxing match with you. That's pretty cool. It's very simple. It's a simple premise, but it's potent. Now the ray gun I have not tried, but I would imagine it turns into a shooting game. Let's see. An uncivilized weapon from the future. Bomb. Charge and fire a steel. Okay. This one uses the reticle. 75 damage. Wow. Charge and fire a single exploding projectile. Okay. And it says using it on yourself. Whoa, it damages you. I don't see why I wouldn't just dash. Okay, I mean, that's a pretty interesting concept. Now this right here is my favorite weapon, as you can tell. That's actually me in the leaderboards. The glaive. And I'm going to show you why the glaive is so cool. With the glaive, it's like a sword on a stick. Slice through enemies with wide swings. Wide is an understatement. I think this is bigger than Dragon Slayer. The special is spinning the glaive rapidly above your head, dealing damage. It's really strong, and if done in mid-air, slowly float up. It's such a simple kit, but it's so good. especially when you're dealing with a lot of weapons capable of launching you off the map. You can just do this to recover. So it's anti-launch heavily. It invalidates a lot of weapons if played properly. That's why I main it, and I'm #1 in the world on it by a long shot. I actually have not tried the dagger. So the dagger here slices at him. Okay, quickly cut twice, dealing high damage. Combining your attack and special with good timing. Oh, I saw it. That was like 4 hits right there. Okay. So this is like a skill-based weapon. That's basically what the implication is. The people who know how to use it will use it well. The rocket launcher, I've seen this so many times. I think it's really annoying to fight. Let's see what it does. Not a terribly creative name for something that launches rockets. Fire explosive rockets that push enemies. Launch yourself with a rocket to accelerating speed. I don't have to use that, I'll just dash. This is the special. Yeah, I'm honestly just going to do that. I don't see any reason to do anything else with that weapon. Next we're going to go on to the spear. Personally, I love spears, but I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Someone's going to have to explain this one to me. Stab your enemies from far away. It's not that far. It's pretty far, but the glaive does the same thing. Sorry y'all, I have total drift. I don't know how it happened. It's a brand new system. And then perform a wide martial flourish. That's pretty good. So it's as fast as the Dragon Slayer. Well, it's fast, but it also has like a Dragon Slayer sweep. So it does have a lot going for it. Spear is good. They're the #1 player on it has 2,000 kills on it, so it definitely does its job. This is Demon Fighter. Yeah, just basic attacks. If it's here, it's gonna crash them down. All the enemies lay near the ground. There isn't really much to say about this. I would imagine. Yeah, there isn't really much to say about this. I can't think of anything. There isn't really much here. You just swing like a demon. And then the paddle, this is pretty annoying. It's annoyingly effective in the right hands. Because, like, there are people that'll do this, and then when you get close enough, this is the special. Other than that, there's nothing else to it. Deal with someone doing this, and then when you get close, they do that. A very effective weapon at being annoying. This weapon right here, the reason this person has 1.5k kills on it is very simple. I'll go and show that off right now. It's a charging weapon, so this is the basic attack. Here's the basic attack again, but if I hold it, 60 damage. Now, as you can imagine, you saw how everybody was skirmishing against each other. Well, if you just walk in and do this, that basically just ends the entire thing. But that's not all. If you look at the special, you summon the Spirit of Vengeance. For a few seconds, deal damage to enemies that attack you. So yeah, people cannot. So you know how people are not going to be able to pay attention when they're just swinging to everyone in front of them. This takes advantage of that. Also, the lower your health is, the more damage your attack deals. So that could potentially deal like 80 or 90 damage. I don't know how high it can go up. I don't use the weapon like that. I don't use any of these really. Balefire, I've seen a lot of people use this. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Scorch enemies with melee fire magic. Yeah, that's pretty basic. Lock yourself in place and summon a line. Yep, that's what I see. And nobody really does it right. Well, nobody really lands this attack. And the dash here is replaced with an explosive double jump. Is it a double jump? That's a single jump. That is a single jump. But now we know. It's an explosive that does damage. This is a stop sign. Look at the leaderboards on that. Not many people are playing this. It seemed effective when I was fighting against it. So let's see. Slap enemies with a brawl. Stunned enemies take double damage. Stun rapidly, slapping enemies. Enemies hit 3 times and are launched away. Dash replaced with a smacking lunge. Okay. Spin rapidly. Okay. Dash replaced with a smacking lunge. Dash replaced. I'm trying to think. Do I... Oh! Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so that's basically... Okay, yeah, I can see that. Does it work on this? No, it doesn't. So... No, you can't dash in the middle of that. So you really can only set up with this. Okay. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Pitch fighting is basically the spear, but with its own little twist. We're going to show that off as well. Yeah, it's the spear. It does less damage, of course, because that's all the damage is not even in that. Interesting. But that's a ranged projectile that you can aim. If you're in the air, I guess. You definitely have to be looking some type of way. I would jump beforehand, just because the way the reticle is. But yeah, hypothetically you can launch people off from a distance. I would imagine it's a solid weapon. I would imagine. Squeaky toy. This is a mirror of a sledgehammer, I believe, but it definitely has distinct differences. For instance, this is the fast version. Oh, it even says so right here. A variation of the sling maul that's faster, launches further, but deals less damage. So let's see. Well, let's level up. It definitely does launch further. I saw that. And it's definitely faster. So yeah, I say it delivers on what it says it does. This is Pyromaniac. Yeah, so as you can imagine, we have a lot of weapons to go through. Yeah, with this, that's pretty basic. Hold to charge. If released early, throw the bottle, which explodes. It explodes and it's burning. So that's something that's happening as well. If it held, oh, you can hold it, and when you release, that also burns them, but it launches them now. Enemies, oh, it says it right there. Enemies hit by either special or set on fire. Cool. Now, I don't understand the premise behind this. I think they just wanted to put this in. I don't really know what the point of this is. Headbutt people. And headbutt people. That's it. I don't know, there's not really anything here. Just the creep factor, I guess. I don't even think the hitbox would be that impressive. It's just something. An option. Metal pipe. Very close to a crowbar. Metal pipe does 20 damage. And special, just throw it. Launches enemies. So we have another spear situation. But the spear, well, not spear, we have another trident situation, but the trident has longer reach in that situation. Now this, Sam's Katana, somebody has 6,000 kills on this, and I don't understand why. I'm going to go through it, of course. Boom, boom, boom. Couple of enemies, right under the arms. Sheath your sword and trigger the explosive slash that sends enemies flying. That's pretty basic to me. And then immediately after dancing, your next 3 attacks are much faster, but here's the thing. It says immediately after, but you know what happens immediately after dashing? Your damage is reduced. So I just did 5 damage for 2 of my 3 attacks. So I don't understand the logic behind that. It's not. It's a very unproductive weapon. Why not just put everything in one hit? You know? Oh, hey, look, the practice zone is literally over there. So that's it. So Earthblade, I would say this weapon sucks as well. That's why you don't see anyone on it. Nobody has more than 100 kills on this thing. It just sucks. I would say this is the worst weapon they have because, well, here's the damage on basic. It's nothing special. But its special is probably the worst in the game. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that's basically the same damage as this. So why don't I just do this? Then again, why would I use this weapon at all when there are other weapons that do the same damage and faster, but have better specials than this? I don't know what situation that would be good in, so I would imagine, because this is the, it's not Earthshaker, I think it's Earth Splitter from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. So you could have done something really interesting there and like make it like shoot meteors or something. Because it's Earthblade, but that's all it does is a weapon. I hope that gets reworked. Uh-oh, something's wrong. Just glitched out. Now I'm max level here for some reason. Weird. I don't even know what's happening. That was weird. That was weird. That was extremely weird. So I wanted to come here and see what was going on. That enemy is to add the strike. 20, okay. Okay, that makes... Oh! It has a charge on it. So you can charge it. Does it have 3 charges or it just has 2? So you can do this twice. So if you hit the first time. Okay, that's not bad, I guess. It's not bad, I guess. This weapon here, I would imagine, is very annoying to go against. I would imagine. Attack with a series of cuts. Because every single attack pushes people around. And the special is to jump up and forward. But it's very inconsistent, so it's really hard to determine what to do with that. But enemies afflicted with darkness take extra damage. That's special. So this is like a weapon that you enter combat with using the special, and when everybody's weak, you do that. And I would imagine it's very hard to fight back when you're being pushed back over and over. So I would imagine that's like a that would break up any fight. And this is the final weapon so far at the time of this upload. This is a unlimited technique. It's a ranged weapon. If released early for a blue orb that deals damage. There you go. Deals damage. Now use a red orb that launches enemies. Now here's the special. That does both, but very well. It does both, but really good. What is my character doing? Okay. That's funny. Yeah, truthfully, there are better weapons. Such as the glaive, for instance. But yeah, that's pretty much every weapon in the game right now. It's a really good game. It's a fun game. I enjoy it a lot. We'll do a little bit of gameplay. So, these maps are full of hazards. You have to watch them. And around the map are items everywhere. Like, see how I'm low on health? Oh, this is the worst map for this. But if I'm low on health, I'll find the plus sign. And the buffs you see throughout the map are actually randomized. You won't always get an attack buff, you won't always get a speed buff, you won't always get a defense buff. Now the reason I'm making a video on this game is because I want it to be more popular. Like, this is a really good concept. This is fun. I don't normally do free-for-all, but this is fun. Because the amount of gimmicks you can do. I just killed myself. And that's what it looks like when you kill yourself and you have certain things equipped. So now that I've shown you combat, I'm going to show you what you can unlock while you do combat. So these are all the claimables. That I got all of these for playing for at least 30 minutes. And what I can do with all this, the crystals I received from there, I can buy taunts, which is like the gritty and whatnot. I can buy taunts, I can buy kill sounds, so I could, if I want people to die hearing this, you know, I could buy that for 25 crystals, all these 25 crystals, kill sounds, and then kill images, what you just saw. You know, all of these. So, that's something to look forward to. It's a comedy game, but it has potential to be a really competitive experience. My hopes for it is that they'll have a 1v1 mode, maybe a PvE mode since they have so many new bots. You know, I'd be interested to see if there was a story for this game. And I'll see if I can replicate what happens if you, hold up. Just to show you what type of game this is. So, it's comedic, but it also takes itself seriously at times. So, that's pretty much the end of the video. I don't really have much left to say other than I hope, you know, all of these weapons convince you that, you know what, there's so many options to choose from. I might, you know, want to be a giant head and beat some people up and make them scream bruh when they die to the head, you know, that kind of thing. So, I hope more people play this game, and thank you for watching.